And we are back. Marvel Rewind, a special presentation, you can call it,
Mm-hmm.
because we are, in fact, reviewing a special presentation, the latest from Marvel Studios on Disney Plus, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Thank you so much for joining us on this review. This will be all spoilers. So if you haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, thank you so much for stopping by, but go and spend arguably the best hour that you will spend on Disney Plus for the remainder of the year in regards to new
Ooh.
content. Wow, that was a mouthful and
Wow.
very specific. My name's
Wow.
Gio. My name's Gio. I will be the host tonight, and I will have some people joining me. But for now, I have Mr. Brian Avalosino. Brian, happy
Sure.
holidays. How are
Hello.
you?
Doing good. Doing good. Chilling. Trying
Tis
to
the
catch up
season.
on all my shows that I
Yeah.
have. Trying to watch shows that I've been wanting to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of content. I need to watch the movie Willow so I can watch the TV show Willow because I've never seen it and it came out today. Yeah, there's
Lots to
a lot
lots
going
to
on.
catch up on. And we already have somebody in the chat
Andy,
giving
yeah,
giving a strong endorsement. The first full episode was about an hour and it was super fun.
yeah.
Okay. There
See,
you go, guys.
I've never seen the movie, so I need to see the movie so I can then watch the TV show. So,
Yes, sir. And we have some other people in the chat I want to,
hi,
shout out.
Stardrew.
Star Drew,
Hi,
Mantis and Drax.
John.
What it called? Oh yeah, we're gonna talk Mantis and Drax.
Mhm.
In this special. And of course, John Booz, it was dope. And I'm sure that applies to both Willow and Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday
Yeah,
Special.
sure.
So, yeah, let's get right into this. Marvel special presentations.
Mhm.
They've kind of been on a roll now, right? This is number 2, right?
Yep.
There's the first one was Werewolf by Night, which
Mhm.
was, I mean, from what I've seen online, just unanimously loved by everyone. Um, and now we have the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, the second to last MCU project from one James Gunn.
Mhm.
And so this is starting to be the end of the road, the end of the journey for James Gunn and company. James Gunn has, infamously, not infamously, but famously said that, after volume 3, this could be a wrap for most, if not all, of the Guardians. And so it was nice to get this little extra piece of content, special presentation. And Brian, I want to start with you. What are your thoughts on this latest special? And yeah, let's just go right into it. Your overall thoughts.
That was great. I mean, it the most earth-shattering, mind-blowing, revolutionary thing in the world? No, it was a little fun mini holiday special. Like, I
Right.
mean, it was just this little bit of fun and joy that you got with some familiar characters that you have grown to love. And yeah, I kind of was just like, meh, whatever with it when it was announced, but afterwards I was like, you know what, that was pretty fun. Like I enjoyed it. I thought at first when I heard the idea, I was like, this kind of is gonna be stupid. Like, and especially with uh on the heels of like the special presentation being Werewolf by
Right.
Night, I was like, you're gonna go from that to like this. But I was pleasantly surprised. Like I it was very funny, and just very well done. I think also both presentations so far have been very well done. So yeah.
Yeah, to your point, expectations were mixed.
Hmm.
James Gunn coming off of Volume 2, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which, for many people, not all, but for many, at least from what I've seen on the online chat boards and comments, Volume 2 was not as strong as Volume 1.
Mhm.
And then, of course, he jumps over to DC to do a quick project, ends up becoming the
Becoming DC.
co-chairman. Yeah, which we're excited about. But
Mhm.
The Suicide Squad was another one of those movies that was a little bit divisive.
Mhm.
Those who enjoyed it really enjoyed it. Those who found it was not their cup of tea, just, were very vocal about that.
No, I wasn't vocal
And
about it. It just wasn't my
it's
thing.
okay.
Yeah.
It's all subjective, man. But you know what? It wasn't until the trailer released, I think a few weeks before the holiday special came out, where you really got a sense of what we were in store for, what James Gunn had in store. I mean, Kevin Bacon playing himself.
That's
I
good.
mean, how is that not fun? Okay, he's referencing his previous roles, that real life roles. Whether it's Ken McCormick on Footloose, or I didn't even know he was in the Jason Voorhees movies. I just, I've
That's not my
seen
cup of tea.
maybe
So
once or two, but the whole premise of, okay, Peter has lost the special feeling of what Christmas is, what Christmas means, and we'll touch on how that is you know illustrated, you could say, early on. But basically he can't be excited about Christmas. The Guardians feel bad, so
mhm.
they go and this little adventure, and let's give him Kevin Bacon, right? The legendary hero Kevin Bacon.
Thing he
And
loves more than anything.
I think he loves more than everything. And then they come to find out that, not everything is how it seems. Kevin Bacon is not exactly a hero. He's an actor, which he calls a noble profession.
Uh-huh.
And then it turns into this whole just mess of a situation. But somewhere along the line, Kevin Bacon gets the real message of what's going on about Christmas and how important it is to Peter, who really did save the galaxy. So the least Kevin Bacon can do is
Or
play a role.
kind of kill half the galaxy. I mean, he did both. He did a little bit of both.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's right. He did the infamous Infinity War. Tell me
Uh-huh.
where she is and whatnot, man. Oh man, but yeah, I don't think Kevin Bacon knew about that, and I don't think the
Yeah.
Guardians even want to bring that up.
You
Maybe
think
in
Kevin
Volume
Bacon
3.
got blipped? I don't think
Um,
he blipped.
that's interesting. I don't think so. Um, yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out
We should
because
tweet.
this.
We should tweet that and see if James Gunn responds to it. Did
Hey,
Kevin Bacon get blipped?
Brian. You're the one in the channel who goes viral. Okay,
I
with
don't
your
know.
tweets
Maybe,
and
maybe,
whatnot.
maybe.
So there you go.
Yeah, I'll do that when
So
we're done with this.
right. um. So yeah, it opens with this animated storytelling. So with Yondu,
Hmm.
which was a nice surprise. We get a little more Yondu.
Yeah.
Um, Still one of the more painful farewells in the
Ugh.
comic book genre. Yeah,
When James
but
Gunn kills a character, he makes you hurt. Like, and that was kind of
yeah,
one thing that coming out of this, I was like, damn, this is gonna be like the last joyful thing before he just rips our souls out in volume 3. Like it, you're going to probably cry in volume 3.
yeah. Okay. We'll get to that.
Yeah, yeah,
We'll get to
yeah,
that toward the end. But so we get Yondu,
yeah. Mhm.
and he's destroying Christmas for both young Peter and Kraglin.
Mhm.
And it was nice to hear Michael Rooker's voice again
Yeah,
about Christmas and all that. And then from there, we learned some interesting things,
we do.
CU related, like big time things. And before we get into that, our third member has arrived, and
Take off your hat.
You bring him in right now, Mr. Jacob Bartley.
What's up?
Oh, that beanie.
What do you mean? I wanted to match with the thumb or the overlay and everything.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right. Hey, the Lakers suck. So what can I do?
Well,
I hope you're doing well tonight, Jacob. I'm ready to talk some Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. I just gave a quick summary of what the holiday special is all about. We've touched on Yondu making a surprise appearance again, this time in animated form. And I'm sure you felt the same way. You want to touch on that real quickly? How'd you feel about seeing Yondu again? Or, yeah, sort of seeing Yondu again.
Well, yeah, I mean, kind of animated form, but that was very touching, like throughout, and especially at the end. So Guardians 2, look, Guardians 2 is a mixed bag of a film, but the Yondu storyline and when Yondu dies and the way and Star-Lord's reaction to it is beautiful. And so that has always stuck with me. And now they come back around and do this is great. And then as you see the very end, what Yondu does at the very end, obviously it's a flashback, but it's touching, man. Is arguably my favorite part was the Yondu stuff.
So overall, did you overall enjoyed it, right?
I absolutely freaking loved this thing.
Oh, okay, good.
It shot I was like, oh, this is gonna be cute. It's gonna be fun. Blew me away. It's again, it's not as good as Werewolf by Night, but it's like right up there to me. I think Werewolf by Night is special because it's something new and unique. This is like going back to that Guardians feel, but obviously in a Christmas setting, basically. So this surprised me. It was way more high quality and just way better than I ever thought it was going to be.
There you go. Yeah, I think we all share the same opinion there. I found it very it left me in a good place, the feeling and joy of Christmas and
Absolutely,
what's really important, and overall just a feel good, and to you guys' point, Yondu, like very effective the way James Gunn pulls off a character death, whether it's Yondu, whether it's Rick Flag, it just every time he kills a character off screen, it hurts. And we're gonna get into Volume 3 later on, but for now, let's continue with the holiday special. And we find out that the Collector has sold nowhere to the Guardians.
Yeah.
How much do you think the Guardians paid? And what do you guys make of this?
Well, first I want to know how much or how they got the money.
Hey, they just pulled off a heist probably or something.
Maybe. Because I mean, it's not like we were passing out checks for saving the galaxy.
I know, right? Which they should. It reminds me of when what is it, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, when they're trying to get a loan for their and I'm like, what? This dude saved the world, the universe.
Yep. So
that's crazy.
But correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't in Love and Thunder the Guardians go off to do some mission or something, and maybe that's how they got paid?
I think they have ways of getting money.
It's irrelevant.
If you told Nebula, hey Nebula, go get us 1 million credits right now, I'm sure she'd be back in a day with 1 million credits.
Yeah. It has no true effect on the story other than.
But you're right. I wouldn't guess that the Guardians could afford to buy that, but maybe the Collector made a deal with them.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, so that's a good point, Andy.
Gordon right here pulling up from half court and swish.
Yeah.
We learned that Thanos didn't kill the Collector in Infinity War. That's right. Yeah. Because it was just the Reality Stone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And where is the Collector? Good question.
With his brother?
Probably threw him in a cage or something, and I don't know. Oh, that's true. I forgot about the brother aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys think we'll see the Collector again?
At some point.
I don't know.
I hope so, because I want
in Guardians 3 necessarily, but something like the Marvels or another cosmic Marvel movie.
I mean, he is a cosmic and
character.
So he's not like
That's a good point.
critical to the point of like he can appear like he's an appearable character. So yeah, maybe if like a Nova show pops up or something like that, maybe like you could throw him in there.
Yeah,
I want a redemption for the Collector. I felt he was underused given who they cast in the role, Benicio del Toro, you know. And they did the same thing to him in The Last Jedi. I'm like, damn, Disney does not like this guy. Jesus.
Hey,
but anyways,
he agreed to the roles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And read the scripts.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then we get this fun Christmas song that totally gets the spirit and message of Christmas wrong. But when you actually, and I don't know about you guys, but I listened to the lyrics and I had the subtitles on the second time I watched it, and I enjoyed it even more. It's like,
at first,
I thought it was fun.
I agree. At first, when I started hearing like music and singing, I was like, oh no. Like
I had the same reaction. I was like, uh-oh, this is gonna be cheesy. And then I changed my mind during the song.
Exactly. I was sitting there going like, oh God, like a sing-along type thing. And but like I was like, okay, I kind of like this is working for me. And it was it worked for me, shockingly. My immediate gut reaction was like, no. And then I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of funny.
And you know what? That's a staple of James Gunn's blockbusters is he has an opening number with music. And, you know, while that's going on, Peter Quill is reacting, you know, in between the verses like, what? No, that's not what do you mean?
That's what made me love the song when they started like talking about how, don't they say humans are so weird? Like,
they're just that I agree.
And then they're like, Santa is a mutant superpower or superpowered being, like that type of thing. And like, it was so funny, like the way they were making fun of humans for celebrating Christmas. And what did Star-Lord say? He was like, "Did you guys just got those instruments? Like, and you did that song?
You guys are pretty good for just getting those instruments."
Yeah, it was a fun song. And then somebody brought up in the chat here when Nebula starts to dance. I mean, that's a gift I can watch over and over again.
I love Nebula.
Oh wait, no, that was toward the end when
it was at
Kevin
the end.
Bacon was singing. My bad, yeah.
Like, but still, to see Nebula dance.
I love Nebula. She might be my favorite Guardian.
Oh, where she's come from to where she is now.
Dude,
you know,
her Endgame storyline was so good.
Yeah, she might be my favorite Guardian.
Mm-hmm. And then we see Groot. Groot has certainly grown. Gotten more bulky.
Goodness.
It
was this frat boy. Yeah. This is frat boy Groot. Why does it kind of look like Vin Diesel now a little bit?
I guess.
Definitely stock like Toretto. You know?
That's so funny. Groot was cracking me up, but he's all in the background, like
I am Groot. The whole time. Like one of the groupies.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, it was a fun start. You know, you go from bittersweet seeing Yondu to something that lifts your spirits. And then, you know, the Guardians are talking it out. Drax and Mantis, who are really, someone said up at the start of the review, you know, they are the co-leads of this. And they have to figure out how to bring the Christmas spirit back to Peter Quill. And it's at that exchange that we learn that Mantis, at least in the MCU, is Peter's sibling, sister. Whoa, why didn't I think about that? Come on, it's right there in front of me.
Gio, you said the thought that I immediately had when I heard this. I went, how did no one
duh? Like, I know, right? Like, to us, we're like duh.
I think it was like almost kind of like one of those so obvious you didn't even realize you knew it. Like, because like no one talked about this until now. No one. This was never brought up.
Because they just show up and he's like her assistant, it seems like, or something.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like at some point, like, doesn't she say like he created me or something like that? I feel like in volume 2. I don't know. Either way, like this seemed so obvious that I was like, no, I thought of that before, right? Like
That's
was
what I
questioning
felt.
myself.
It almost felt like we already knew it and they were just reminding us, but they
Yeah.
never actually said it before.
Yeah, exactly. So like it was very weird. Like it blew my mind, but like I felt like I should have already known that.
Yeah, I mean, it instantly made sense. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, doesn't Ego say like he's like slept with a ton of women or like
Well,
a
yeah,
ton of
the
beings?
mountain of dead body.
Yeah, so obviously he got around,
Yeah.
like, so he made Mantis, I guess, with another
Yeah,
creature.
guys. I mean, consider this for a second. If you think Thor's family is messed up in the MCU, let's remember Peter Quill has all those siblings, and we
Yeah.
saw the skeletons underneath in the cave.
Shit,
Yeah.
you're right. Those are technically his siblings.
Those are all his siblings. So maybe Peter did have a point in that exchange between Thor and him when they were playfully talking one up each other in front of Gamora back in Infinity War. Go watch that scene again on YouTube.
You know what they did though with this move? They set us up for terribleness. If something ever happens to one of them, it's gonna be awful.
Oh, we're gonna get to that when we talk Volume 3 at the end. Oh yeah, but I have to circle back because I clearly don't know what I'm doing. We got introduced to Cosmo.
Yes.
Sort of. Yeah, the official like coming out party of Cosmo.
Mm-hmm.
And
we gender swapped.
Cosmo is voiced by a female. Cosmo's a female. If you are upset about how they changed the sex of the dog, come on now. Just
I mean, I kind of I was on it.
Voiced by Maria Bakalova, who was in the Borat subsequent movie film. Nominated for an Oscar, by the way, for that movie.
She was nominated? Wow.
She was nominated for an Oscar for Borat 2, yes. Cosmo, is Cosmo a Guardian? Because Cosmo might be my favorite Guardian now.
Sure.
I mean, Cosmo. Well, we saw Cosmo. Was it in Guardians 2 or 1?
Yeah, 2.
We saw, but she didn't speak. Like, it was just like an Easter egg kind of, right? They show her that she survives the explosion, and that's it. But like now she's actually with them. Oh, because she must have been there when they went back to nowhere, right?
In the comics and video games and stuff, Cosmo typically is the person that runs nowhere. Like nowhere is like his place.
Yeah.
Was the end credit of season or episode 1?
Guardian 1. That's a good call. Yeah, because Seth Green as Howard the Duck.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Correct.
Oh, good point.
Good call.
Yeah.
I mean, I would not
movies. I lose track.
Me too. I would not be surprised if so they own Nowhere. I would not be. They're not going to obviously just stay on Nowhere the whole entire Guardians 3. I would not be surprised if Cosmo
stays there.
That role that just like takes over Nowhere in their
absence. Hey, you're in charge, Cosmo.
Yeah, exactly. He runs Nowhere.
So she's gonna walk up and be like, "Got a job for you guys," like type thing. Okay, cool. Like, I mean, I'm down. Like that way, she's not in danger when they're out on the missions.
Yeah, no one wants to endanger a cute golden retriever.
No, not at all.
Enter Kevin Bacon, who just living a life, picking up Christmas gifts for his family, and just
can't believe they did
enjoying his life. The Guardians decide Drax and Mantis, let's go to Earth. They go to Earth. They have this kind of surreal experience walking on the Hollywood, Stars Walk of Fame. They see Cap. They see
that I died. Steve.
Oh my goodness!
He runs away like no.
It's like they can't see that it's not him.
No, they have no idea.
They just think all humans look alike.
Yeah,
right. Who else made an appearance? I know there was a lot. There was
one of the
Thor.
One of them was Captain Marvel, dressed up as Captain Marvel.
Captain
Black
Marvel,
Widow.
okay.
Black Widow.
Black
and
Widow.
Then was it I know it wasn't a transformer. What is it? Was a like I don't know what show.
There you go, Gordon. Drax got mistaken for Kratos.
Kratos,
That's kind of been an ongoing thing online. But yeah, there was one character I couldn't make it out. It was like I don't know what it was, but
I
he
forget.
was
what
just,
it
I'm
is.
gonna kill you for hurting my
GoBot.
family.
Thank you, Andy.
A GoBot. Okay.
Oh,
That's
yes.
what it is. I knew it wasn't
And
transformer.
yeah, they get treated like celebrities. They're getting photos taken. Their Mantis is being handed money. And someone pointed this out online. I did not catch this, but there is an Eternals Easter egg, right? What's the character's
Really?
name? Kringo.
Oh,
Kingo.
Yeah,
Kingo.
his-
Oh, the
Kingo.
billboard.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
of his posters, movie posters in
Yeah.
the background.
He was also
Um,
mentioned in Miss Marvel too.
Mhm.
I have to watch that.
I actually love Kingo. His favorite.
Kingo's great.
Eternal. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a smart. It's a smart way to keep them like not. I don't want to say well, I guess kind of relevant
I
because
mean,
been-
he's technically a celebrity on Earth.
yeah, exactly.
But they don't know that has superpowers or anything.
Exactly.
Right.
But he's gone now. Right?
Yeah, off planet. Yeah,
Yeah.
Off
That's what I'm
planet.
saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, all I remember is there's a giant celestial halfway sticking out somewhere that
On
I
Earth,
need
yeah.
addressed.
Well, what's the main celestial's name that came and grabbed them? Isn't it the
You mean him?
yes
right there,
him.
that one. Yeah,
Yeah. So he took
I got put on the spot. I'm having
come
a
on,
brain
come
fart
on,
he
Um,
took
hurry
um,
before Gordon
starts with an
or
A.
Andy writes it
right now. Oh my god! I have a brain fart. Oh my
It's
god!
okay, Brian. It's okay.
Ah.
We all have them.
in. Okay, well,
fine.
yeah, that's
Someone in the
Celestia.
chat will get it for us. But anyways, he grabs them at the end of Eternals.
It's-
Her and Kingo.
I need to look it up now. It's gonna drive me
Yeah.
nuts.
So while Brian's
Erisham.
doing that,
I got it before I looked
What?
it up.
Erisham the Judge. Duh.
Yeah, okay.
How do we not know that?
Sorry,
Terrible.
I had to.
no, it's okay. It's all right. Anyways, where was I? So from there, we get this fun little scene between Drax and Mantis at a bar taking shots.
So good.
And the more shots they take, the more fun they're having. Mantis is on the dance floor. Drax is, at first intimidating people and then saying, yes, we'll take drinks. And then they're just throwing back shots. And then they both end up on a sidewalk, just lit. And like, we need to find Kevin Bacon. They get a hold of a map and they make their way on the map animation to Kevin Bacon's house. Did you
Yep.
guys notice there was John Cena
I saw Queen
at his
Latifah.
house, Queen Latifah, and there were a
One.
few others. Yeah, they make their way to Kevin Bacon's house, and
Mhm.
it's at this time, maybe a few minutes before, but we really start seeing Palm as Mantis, Palm Clementif as
Clementine?
Mantis,
Or is it Clementif? Yeah.
Clementif as Mantis, and we're seeing a different side of Mantis. It's almost like the actress finally has some writing, some material to work with, and that's when she started becoming taking over and becoming the really the lead, even though co-leads with Drax, but her breakout, I should say.
She
she's
finally got
yelling-
to do something.
Yeah, she's yelling at.
I mean, it's
Drax,
essentially
keeping
her
him in
story
check.
that she's in it more
Oh,
than
sure.
Star-Lord. Drax is her co-lead. Yeah.
Yeah.
No way, Flula Borg is. The
You didn't catch
bartender?
that, Gio?
That's Javelin.
Yeah.
See, that's what happens when you watch these damn things with subtitles. You're reading that and you're just fucking missing
Yeah.
it. And
It was like
Damn.
he has one line. He's just the bartender.
get out of here.
Yeah.
Jeez, man. But anyways, yeah. So they break into Kevin Bacon's house. They pick
Yeah.
up some treats along the way.
These
Candy
treats.
cane. Yeah, that's a weird looking man. And then Drax is like, "I want the little man."
So
And
good.
Kevin Bacon's like, "No, get out of here. Leave me alone." They break in. They chase Kevin Bacon around. They chase him through the neighborhood. It's a fun little chase. They encounter the cops. We I mean, if you didn't know by now, Drax is bulletproof, and Mantis is just owning these fine police officers, putting them to sleep, kicking ass, and even does this little kind, very Christmas-like gesture when the cop car flips and they're freaked out. She goes, "Here you go. Here's my candy cane. You can have." And they're just like, "Okay," but to Mantis and to the audience, we're like, "Aw."
Yeah.
Because
She's
we
like,
know how much
and-
they valued those things. And she
Yeah.
even says, "We're even now." Like,
This is
you flipped
something I
over our
really
car and almost
wanted.
killed us, but we're
Yeah.
even now. So there were a few laugh out loud moments for me.
Go ahead.
There was 3 of them, but when she says, "Does that look like a man?" and they're like, "No," and she's like, "Oh, I knew it. My friend's so stupid." I cracked up so hard because I'm like, "Oh my goodness!" Like they actually believe it, like because they're on, they're so naive, Drax and Mantis, because they don't know Earth's ways. It's just so funny. That moment cracked me up.
They're very much, and we said this about Glass Onion, fish out of water.
Oh,
You know,
100%. Yeah.
Completely new
Hey.
environment. What's what? That's all.
Hey.
Okay. Anyways, hurry up and watch Glass Onion.
I want to.
Yeah. Well, you got 3 weeks, so Mantis does the mind powers and like, "You're coming with us," but they stop by a little Christmas store. They get all these little treats and decorations for their ship, and they're heading on back. And along the way, they have this fun little exchange with Kevin Bacon. They find out he is not a legendary hero. He is just an actor. And they criticize him for it. And they call him like a false hero or something. And then they put the spell on Kevin Bacon, be this hero. He gives a World War II, British voice?
Oh,
accent?
yeah.
You want me to be a hero, man?
He was just playing a hero in his mind.
He's like,
Hey,
"Just be yourself."
Kevin Bacon was amazing in this, I will say,
really
because he played just like his normal self, and then all the mind tricks she was doing to him, like he played off of that so well, and just all the way around, excellent job by Kevin Bacon. Like, I don't think that's easy to come into this with, it's an MCU property, like with that cast, and like just deliver. I don't think that's easy, and he killed it. Absolutely killed it.
And he's playing himself. I feel like that would be really hard.
Yeah.
Play
exactly.
yourself. And I mean, he's literally talking about his career.
Really difficult, but arguably the most fun role for an actor.
Absolutely.
Have
like, you
fun
get
with
to
yourself.
go play in the
Poke
MCU and just be yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I would not be surprised if he makes cameos in the MCU from now on. I honestly would not be surprised. Like, just as himself.
I'll see you on Easter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, he up until this point, like, he was almost kind of already a character. The amount of times they talked about him, like, he was kind of already an established character because
Save the town from dancing.
Yeah, I mean, how many times is he brought up in those 2 movies? A lot.
Oh yeah.
So like, it almost is kind of like, it makes sense that he's gonna finally appear, and he's
even mentioned in Infinity War. Remember when they're like, "I'm an Avenger," Thor's like, "I'm an Avenger," and they're like, "Is Kevin Bacon?" And he's like, "I don't know, he might be on the team. It's been a while."
Yeah, good call.
Because Thor doesn't know who Kevin Bacon is either.
Yeah, here, I mean, it's wild. He's basically his own character by the time he even comes to play this character.
Well, now he's like the only, like, unless I can think of other ones, but he's like the only celebrity in the MCU like that we see,
So far, yeah.
It's
playing themselves.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The one, like, that someone who's playing themselves. Yeah, we could probably find some, but take a while.
Yeah.
Also, did you know that the ship that they flew into Earth was called the Bowie? Got another.
Is it?
Yeah, the Bowie.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, cool.
You have the Milano, you have the Bowie, and what am I forgetting?
Was there another one?
Yeah, there's 3.
Another Guardian ship? I'm not sure.
Benatar.
Mm.
Benatar was the first one, I think.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So it's always a different singer.
Right.
So,
James Gunn, man.
yeah.
And what follows is okay. So we talk about how joyful and fun and really a special that really lifts your spirits.
Mhm.
I think this whole sequence of Peter Quill walking out into the open and the Guardians coordinating, turning on Christmas lights, the music.
Mhm.
It's like, wow, I'm just watching this, but my spirits are lifted. And like, this is Christmas right here. This is what it's all about. And everyone's coming out and they're saying, we're all here for you, Peter. The whole town is here for you. And we have a special present for you. As Peter approaches, someone in the box, hey guys, I can't breathe in here. There's no holes. Peter's whole expression changes. He's like, what'd you guys do? He
Yeah.
opens it. It's Kevin Bacon. He can't believe it. What'd you guys do? And he notices Kevin Bacon is awfully joyful. Looks at
He
Mantis.
knows right away. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Cut it out.
Yeah.
Let him go.
Mhm.
And then as soon as how brilliant Kevin Bacon is, he's able to flip the switch. He did it in the ship when Mantis told him to be a legendary hero. He does it again. And as soon as Mantis tells him to be himself, his expression changes. He starts freaking out. Peter Quill's calming him down. And he's like, don't run. Promise me you're not going to run. He lets him go. He runs.
Yeah.
Go get him. Nebula pulls out her blaster. Go. I'm on it. I was like, no, don't kill him. And we get a little fun exchange between Kevin Bacon and Kraglin. I mean, fun, but kind of serious.
Well, that was a
know.
pivotal moment in the special.
Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about it. So you learn that Peter Quill is trying to get Christmas back, and Kevin Bacon, how much he means to Peter, how, yeah, you may have danced and saved a town, but he danced and saved a universe.
Mhm.
And this means a lot. And Kevin Bacon somehow gets reception on his phone
Yeah.
out in the middle of the galaxy.
Oh, well, they say they have like a telecommunication thing on
yes.
the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and it
cool.
can reach a couple million light years or something like that.
That's awesome.
And he decides, you know what? I'm going to stick around. Honey, I'm going to be late. And then we get another music number with Kevin Bacon singing. And this time, as the song is playing, the Guardians are exchanging gifts, right? The most notable one, Nebula gets Rocket Bucky's arm.
Oh.
How? And we debated about this, Jacob, a little bit. Can Bucky beat Nebula, or is Nebula too strong? Let's talk about this a little bit.
Well, I mean, at first I thought, okay, when Bucky goes to sleep, he takes it off and puts it in the case, and she just snuck in and took it. That's believable, right? But James Gunn says differently. In James Gunn's head, he ripped it off. She ripped it off his arm. I don't know if Kevin Feige agrees if that's Kevin Feige's canon or not. But I mean, that's cool. I mean, I believe it. If that happens, look, I was telling Gio, she's super powered being. If you saw her, remember in Guardians 2, she's lifting like that whole huge cart thing, the gun thing, and like while it's shooting, she's holding it. Bucky can't do that. And they're both trained fighters. She's a cyborg. He's kind of a cyborg, not really. But I believe it. Absolutely. Like I think Nebula can do anything, to be honest.
I love Nebula.
Yeah.
She's my favorite Guardian.
But that's so funny that they did that callback, like from Infinity War. That is hilarious.
Is that Bucky's old arm?
Yeah,
Did
I think
Bucky
it's
get
the
a
old
new
one
arm?
because it had some blue, I think, in it, and his new one's that like black with the gold stripes.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking there's maybe
they're
he
on
has
the same
multiple.
side. They fought. Why would Nebula intentionally rip off Bucky's
No,
arm?
I don't think
right?
so.
Didn't they just fight against?
No, but I mean, I also wouldn't put it past Nebula. Nebula just kind of
Exactly.
like,
Like,
does
why does
things.
she care? Yeah. Like, what is did her and Bucky ever even talk? Like, what does she care?
I don't think so.
Yeah, but
I
they were
mean,
at the funeral together for Tony.
That's true.
So, you
The
know.
funeral.
Yeah, they
that-
probably all talked at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think in my head, he has multiple. She just went and stole one.
Yeah, that's more than likely what it is.
It's like stealing one of the suits from Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Also,
I love this ongoing thing of Rocket being obsessed with people's body parts.
An eye, a leg, an arm.
And all.
Yeah.
Side canon, is Keira Sedgwick now canon? Because she called on the phone twice. Because that's Kevin Bacon's spouse.
Well, yeah. I mean,
So I don't know if that was
yes.
her on the phone. I didn't look to see if.
I'm sure it was. Why not? Why wouldn't it be?
But
Honey, you ain't even got to show up on set. Just call me when I say.
yeah, actually, no,
Okay.
I'm gonna look that up.
What other gifts get exchanged? Cosmo gives Kraglin a animal a creature that she caught.
Like a dead rat or something? I don't know.
Yeah. Drax gets his little man. He's happy
His
about it.
little-
Oh yeah.
Groot gives everyone these little figures that he made.
Oh, okay. You just because remember I said the few laugh out loud moments.
Oh shit! It is
Laugh
her.
out loud moment number 2, when Kraglin looks at his little gift and it's another version of him looking at his gift, and I was like, "What?" Like, so they all had moments throughout the special, right? Like that Groot made a mimic of,
Uh-huh.
and then his is of that moment right then and there. And I'm like, "What?" That is so funny. But Groot can make anything like that. Like he could just manifest it, like because it's all wood.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they're all exchanging gifts and having fun. Nebula does a little dance, which is on par with Zemo's dance and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Which
Damn,
one's
they
better?
need to hit the
by the
club
way?
together. I
Yeah.
don't know, but they should hang out.
And that's it. Spirit is restored.
Oh yeah, Gordon
Peter.
Groot got his Game Boy. He got a Game Boy.
Oh, he did?
The OG Game Boy. Yeah, that was what he got from Star-Lord. Star-Lord got him an OG game, like the
Nice.
How
original
did I
Game Boy.
miss? Oh my god, man! I need to watch it without subtitles. I know all the lyrics and all the
Yeah, you
lines
can
now.
sing a song now,
I
but
could just and yeah, Spirit is restored. They say their goodbyes. Kevin Bacon says, "I'll see you on Easter."
Mhm.
When does Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 release?
I think May. Let me look.
That'd be funny if it because late April is Easter. Yeah,
May 5th.
Okay,
that's
so-
like 2 weeks or a week after Easter or so. Week and a half, 2 weeks.
When is Easter
Easter's
Day?
April 9th.
Oh,
April 9th?
roughly
Okay,
around the
so-
same time. Yeah.
Around the same time. Who knows? The movie could take place on at any point, but
Yeah.
that's a little hint that Kevin Bacon might come back. And we're going to talk about the what ifs in a second. I just want to wrap up. So from there, Mantis and Peter have this conversation about, why'd you do this all for me, Mantis? What's up? And she says, I didn't want you to feel sad. And also, she reveals that they're family.
Mm-hmm.
And Peter says what has been said in so many Christmas movies. That's the most important gift to me. Family. And the two hug it out. Audiences are shedding tears. What is this? Come on now. And then Peter reveals that, okay, Kraglin doesn't know all of that story.
Mhm.
And Yondu exchanges gifts with Peter. And what does Yondu give Peter? His blasters.
Mm-hmm.
So
All
good.
shiny. And the two of them riding driver and shotgun take off together and just like, oh man. Like,
And we finally know why he collects the trinkets. Yondu collected all those trinkets.
because of Peter.
That was his first
Mhm.
Christmas present.
Oh wow.
And see,
I didn't
so
think
there's
about that.
so
That's
much
cool.
more to this holiday special than just it being fun. If you've been following the MCU for a long time, you'll find so much more in this, and it's all to the brilliance of James Gunn and his writing and direction. And if this is a taste of things to come for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3,
Oh God.
wow. That movie might have moved up on your guys' most anticipated for 2023.
My gut gets so like heavy thinking about that movie because I just know it's gonna be great, but it's gonna rip your heart out into million
Something's
pieces.
going down. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, this special is better than Guardians 2 for me, honestly.
I mean,
I like Guardians 2. I don't think it's a bad movie. Has issues, but it's not terrible. But I think this is better. So I'm thinking James Gunn is like, because to me, this Guardians special was like so tight, like everything worked perfectly. And I'm like, I think he's on his game. He's gonna be on his game with Guardians 3. So
he's gonna go out with a bang. Does this give you guys any other thoughts or guesses about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 in regards to Nowhere, to Cosmo, to Kevin Bacon, anything like that at all? Let's talk a little Volume 3 before we wrap up.
I mean, I think it's definitely sets you up with Nowhere a little bit. Nowhere's probably going to be their home base.
Yeah,
Cosmo's going to be you know why Cosmo is going to be involved. I mean, we got to see Cosmo use, in this case, her powers. In the comics, she can use telekinesis.
And she did a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, she was holding the decorations up or whatever it was. So, I mean, it now makes a little bit more sense why that character is there, probably. So, yeah, I mean, it didn't really do too much, but I mean, it definitely like rolled out the carpet for the movie.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it because I think it set up a lot of stuff, important stuff that we needed to know, and now they don't need to cover it in Guardians 3. Like,
yeah,
they don't need to explain why Cosmo's on the team. We get it. You already said that, but also if we were gonna find out that Mantis and Star-Lord were siblings, like that would have been a huge thing to do in Guardians 3, along with all the other stuff they have to do. So I think this was essential because it's basically Guardians 2.5, honestly.
100%.
Set up the next movie perfectly. So I don't think like there's anything specific plot-wise that's going to carry over, but other than Mantis and Star-Lord being siblings, and please don't kill one of them, please.
Oh boy. Yeah, man. That's gonna be heavy. I think I thought it was interesting that not even a mention of Gamora. So they last time we saw them, well, I mean, they were with Thor, but like Peter had his eyes set on tracking down Gamora, and 'cause she's out there somewhere. And that was in the back of my mind at the end. I thought about Gamora a little bit. I was like, wow, what would this special look like if Gamora was in there?
Yeah, I mean, I get it. They don't want. I think Guardians 3 is obviously heavily going to focus on that. So I think they know that that's coming. So they don't need to touch on it in Thor: Love and Thunder and in this. So.
At this point right now, yeah.
And I also go ahead.
I was just gonna say it served no purpose for this right now.
Yeah.
No.
I thought I read somewhere that maybe Guardians Volume 3 will also touch on Rocket and, flashbacks of.
Oh, well, it's telling Rocket's story. That's the huge part of it.
Yeah. I thought I read that. Yeah. And of course.
Well, we know Adam Warlock's there.
Adam Warlock too. Will Poulter. I'm excited about that one.
I'm excited.
And I think the MCU is telling multiple stories at once. And I think every cosmic movie is going to tell the cosmic story piece by piece. So like whatever cosmic elements are going to be involved going forward, like the Marvels, Guardians 3, Eternals 2, like those are going to touch on this cosmic story building up. So I think we'll have some of that too.
100%. I mean, you've got like 8 subcategories. You've got cosmic, supernatural, street level,
Quantum,
quanta, like it's all multiverse. Like they're very much levels. So
oh my God, Gordon on it. The Mark Hamill cameo.
The son said it wasn't him.
It's not him.
So his son,
Mark Hamill said it's his friend.
Yeah,
and he was there.
Yeah, Luke Hamill, his son, said that's not Mark Hamill.
His son's name is Luke.
I'm pretty sure it was Luke.
That's dope. That's dope.
I could be wrong.
I mean, if I was Mark Hamill, I don't know if that's his son's name, but I mean, look, I don't know officially, but I heard that it's not him. People thought it was him, but it's not.
Nathan. I think it's Nathan.
Oh yeah, Nathan Hamill. Yeah.
See, you can't always believe everything you read on the internet, guys. Okay, that's important life lesson right there. In Star Drew, real quick, mid credit. You're absolutely right. They're putting decorations on Groot.
I never even thought about that. Of course, Groot is a tree.
I know.
Like, how did we not think about that? I mean, I didn't at least until the end.
Is a literal Christmas tree.
They joked, "Oh, we got to make another special," and I'm like, "Yeah, why not? I mean, whoever's willing to make another special, as long as it makes sense, But man, I tell you, Marvel 2 for 2 with these special presentations.
Dude, they're killing the special presentations.
At this point,
I saw people saying get rid of the series, the show series, and just do special presentations. I mean, you have an argument. There's definitely an argument.
I can't argue against that.
Yeah.
And this one clocked in at, how long was it? About
like 50
minutes. Are you guys okay with that? Do you want them to go a little bit longer?
No, I mean, both short specials were good. Like, I don't, if they're presented as special, if they're only going to be specials, then the run lengths were good for both, in my opinion.
I mean, both were absolutely phenomenal. So if they want to keep doing things like this, by all means, you're not going to see me complain.
Well, there are rumors out there about Nova and Silver Surfer.
Oh, don't get me started on Nova. Don't get me started on Nova.
Boy. Well, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. This is Marvel Rewind. We will have a lot more to talk about as these special presentations and Disney Plus series all come out. Let's go around the horn real quick. Brian, why don't you let people know where they can find you online?
B of Alcino, Instagram, Twitter, Hive, and a certain point of view with Jake.
Just on Twitter at JacobBarley824, and find us all in Discord. I'm having a lot of fun with that.
Oh yeah.
That's right, guys. Discord. We got a Discord now. Jump in there. I'm posting a whole bunch of random stuff. And
Gio has his own.
I'm staying out of Gio's rumor channel.
We gave Gio his own spot.
It's just a rumor. There's no.
Can I silence one of the chats?
Yep.
Yeah, I need to figure that out. Okay. No disrespect, Gio. I don't like potential spoilers. That's all.
Goodness.
It's all, you got to take it all with a grain of salt. And with that, you guys can find me on Twitter at InsiderGeo and my own channel, Fandom United, posting some videos in the next coming days. And that's going to do it. You guys make sure you hit that thumbs up button. We appreciate it so much. If you're not a subscriber, we invite you to join us. 2024 is going to be a huge year for movies.
In 2 years.
Sorry, 2023. Why do I keep saying 2024?
You're not wrong, Gio. You're not wrong, actually.
I mean, 2024.
They're both going to be big years.
Yeah, they're both going to be. Man, wow.
You keep doing that, though.
You do keep doing that.
Why do I keep doing that? What's coming out in 2024?
Gio's ready to skip 2023. Dang.
Wow. But anyways, subscribe, like, check out our show, main show, Apocalypse, now every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. And that's going to do it. Until the next rewind, you guys take care.